give up. Pino? Pino! Okay, a bookstore. Hello? Is anybody in here? I am really lost right now. Hello?
Welcome to the City Lights bookstore. You must be traveling. Well, all right. Come with me. Let's just give the tea a bit of time to steep. Get to know each other. Sound good? Okay. So you're traveling.
Actually, I think I'm lost.
Yeah, I figured. We get that a lot around here.
With that fog.
That reminds me of something. A man said the future is an opaque mirror. Anyone who tries to look into it sees nothing but the dim outlines of an old and worried face.
My ship. It's right nearby.
The answers you seek you will never find until you start to look within yourself. It's how it works with these things.
Have you seen a little girl-type autorave around here? Her name is Pino. She's about
You'll get nowhere in a hurry. Take this tea, for example. Nothing that you do will make it steep any faster. You can't just run around trying to do everything at once. So why not take advantage of the bookstore?
Yeah, sorry for being impatient. I was just gonna ask you for directions. Well, it looks like you have a pretty impressive shop. I guess I'll have a look. maybe find something.
Go on. Pull a book off the shelf and give it a once-over. Oh dear, it doesn't look like the poor boy's figured it out yet. Well, we're performing on a very special stage. We are, if you'll pardon the expression, in the theater of his mind. Consider these books. For them to exist, society must evolve to an appropriately advanced state. But for a society to evolve, it would need the linguistic tools these books contain. I know. A bit of a chicken or the egg dilemma, isn't it? Each one's creation requires the other. So which came first? In the face of such a paradox, one could reasonably argue that language is perhaps not entirely a human invention. Is it too far-fetched to imagine godlike creatures bestowing man with the gift of language? It's probably a bit far-fetched. It was Rousseau who first put forward this argument. All right, that's probably enough philosophy for now. Time to get back to the dissection of this young man's past and future. Who knows what treasures will be unearthed by the fickle hands of fate?
Why is my name on the cover? Where'd you go? The hell says? No, they're all...
This is not a dream, Vincent Law. Come, over here.
Who's there? Dorothy.
I am nobody, even if I was somebody. I am beyond your comprehension. And even if you could, you would not have the tools to express that knowledge.
Chief.
That is the way it has to be. You already know this.
I'm still dreaming.
This is not a dream, Vincent Law. From the perspective of others, I am part of the world. But when I observe the world from my perspective, I am nowhere to be found. To observe is to create perspective. I can never cease to be the point of origin from my perspective. I observe that which is not myself. This is the first principle defined. I am nobody, even if I was somebody. I am beyond your comprehension. And even if you could, you would not have the tools to express that knowledge. I do not belong to the world. That is the limit, the boundary between all and self.
Well, I was there because I was told that someone reported an infected autorave.
Incorrect. It is not I think, therefore I am.
But I'm not lying. If you take a look at the facility's records...
Correct. The answer is I think, therefore you are. You still don't remember, do you?
Hold on. You know, don't you? Please tell me what the proxy is. Tell me about the monster.
You think proxies are monsters? You don't know much about anything. People have called them monsters or demons, but that's all nothing but nonsense. In truth, proxies are They have the power to change their appearance into any form they choose. They can disappear with ease, leaving no trace they were ever there.
It's all about you.
They can also enter human beings and take control of their mind and body.
It's what you are.
They can summon lightning bolts and scorch the earth with their power.
It's time to remember.
They can even conjure up planets from the sky!
Ergo Proxy.
Stop it! No, I'm not! I'm Vincent Law! Registration number 0724FGARK. My name is Vincent Law.
It seems you really are a fool. Have you lost your eye for the truth as well as your memory?
My memory? I have no problem with my memory.
Well, then who are you? Try and tell me who you really are.
After I immigrated to Romdo, I got a staff job at the Auto-Rave Disposal Unit facility.
And before that?
I was looking for work in the FG Temporary Immigrant District. That's where I first saw Riel.
And before that?
Before I immigrated to Romdo, I lived in the domed city of Mosque. There was an accident. The city was destroyed. It was horrible.
And before that?
I was in Mosque.
And what happened there?
It was a long time ago.
What happened?
I can't remember.
You can't remember because you still don't want to remember. Let's see what questions you can answer. If you can't find the answer yourself, then asking me is pointless. You're not capable of understanding yet.
Why?
I've told you. It's because I'm part of you, Vincent. Observe.
No, I'm... dreaming.
This is not a dream, Vincent Law. The most important part of a bookstore is, of course, the books. There is a magic inherent in language. Our world is ruled by logos. Some words contain their own internal contradictions. From these oppositions, great truths can be revealed. Bios, for example. The word bios can be defined as the process of life, or as the archer's bow. The bow and life. At first they seem quite unrelated, but both inevitably result in death. The philosophers of the ancient world could be very clever.
Yeah.
Anamuneshisu. The word has two meanings, both memory and recollection.
Remembrance. Who was Vincent Law? What was he afraid of? What did he decide to erase here? I present a time of destruction. There is misfortune in the stars. The sky is lost and the seas frozen over. The circle of life which allow both man and nature to flourish have all but stopped. The main players of our story have long since left the stage. We hang in anticipation for the inevitable final curtain. And yet, even at this late hour, traces of the great circle remain. The circle of life only continues because you exist. We wait to see the fate of you last survivors of this world. For if you perish, perception is removed, and existence comes to an end. A universe without perception is much like an enormous stack of rotting books. forever unopened and unread.
Stop it. Please stop.
To survive this darkness, the universe has thrust itself into a next phase of its life cycle. Listen. Can't you hear the pulse of the awakening?
The pulse of the awakening.
Stop badgering the boy. He can't take much more. Looks like I got here just in time. A pulse, the measure of a life. Every animal on this planet has a circulatory system in scale with the mass of its own body. In fact, the beating of their heart can be used to predict lifespan. It's called Kleiber's Law. And to try to go forward without grasping this essential law, it would be pointless.
That's enough, old man.
Old man? I am the gatekeeper of memory, you fool! And you've no right to be threatening the core self.
What's the point of having a gatekeeper if you never opened the gate? Now it's time to remember.
Enough!
Remember how we somehow managed to alter our own pulse. Remember, feel the pounding in your chest as the pulse quickens. It belongs to no one else. It is yours and mine. It is the foundation of our truth. Proof that we belong in this world. That we are of this world. Follow your instincts. You'll find the answers you seek inside. The white noise that beats within the white darkness is the rhythm of life. It is that pulse which never truly left the stage.
In my desperate attempts to become a fellow citizen, I've constantly suppressed myself and tried to be the person I thought they wanted. Constantly. Everywhere.
If it's interrupted, that which needs to be expressed will be expressed. Our words will connect us again to someone else.
And look what's happened to me. I'm a failure.
To secure us in a circle, to bring us into this tethered system we call life, someone who is not of us had to create, to bring us into being.
Doubting the system is bad. Always obey. Those are the conditions for being a fellow citizen.
Can't you hear it? The pulse of the awakening beating in your chest. We hear it together, joined by the heart beating in our chest. Listen, its pulses for both of us.
But I'll never become a fellow citizen.
Vincent!
It's over. My life. It's all over.
Now you know that I am you. And you are me.
No. I'm Vincent Law!
Vincent Law, take a real look at yourself. Then I'll ask you again. What are you the agent of?
Real. No. I don't remember how. Why. Anything. But I know. Now I know. I am Ergo Proxy.
Keep in mind, Vincent, you have just crossed the threshold of truth. It's time to find your way to knowledge.
Yeah, I think it's been about 3 minutes. The tea is ready. Go on, drink up. So what can I do for you?
Well, actually, I think I'm lost.
Yeah, well, I sort of figured you'd say that. We get that a lot around here.
With the fog.
A man said the future is an opaque mirror. Anyone who tries to look into it sees nothing but the dim outlines of an old and worried face.
My ship. I know my ship is docked somewhere around here.
The answers you seek you will never find until you stop looking outside and start looking for them within yourself.
Have you seen a little girl-type auto-rave around here? Her name is Pino.
You might have better luck looking for one lost thing at a time.
The ship? No, I mean Pino. Have you seen her?
Sorry. I hope you can be comfortable in your acceptance. Wandering lost in the dark for such a long time, it can be real easy to lose sight of the things that are important.
My acceptance is just fine.
That's an accomplishment. Can you tell me just what it is you've accepted?
Huh?
Go on, then.
I'm just lost, that's all. I got lost.
Well, all right. That being the case, I'd be happy to point you in the right direction. Good luck, Vincent Law. I mean, Ergo Proxy.
Wait! I know now. I am a proxy.
I finally found you.
I'm dreaming.
This is not a dream, Vincent Law. He knows the truth I've been seeking. He knows my doubts. No more games. Tell me everything you know, Vincent Law.